Hello, this is Denver, and I'm going to explain the new sound setup for the Dutch Kitchen Event Center. We got a new mixer board, and I want to explain a couple new settings here. So first of all, when you need to use it, you turn it on here. Now there's a delayed start, so this one starts first. It powers up, which powers up this part of the board. The second powers up the mics up here, and then third, you'll see that this delays and starts the middle one here. That's important because it avoids the pop, but just be aware there's a delay when turning things on and off. When you turn it off, it's going to do the same order. So do off, so turn this one off first, turns that off, and then it goes in reverse. This one next, and then finally this one will get turned off last. So when you're done for the night, just turn it off like that. But for right now, in this demo, we're going to turn it on. And a couple things while this is turning on that I want to explain. First of all, let's start with this device. In the past, you would have to switch this on and off depending on whether you're doing a HDMI, a video, or the sound. For now, it can only stay on audio 1. So if this is off, somebody clicks something else, click the audio 1 and go to make sure it says audio 1. That's important. Also, we want this around 11, plus 11, not minus 11. We're going to go a little louder, I believe now. You can change this, but I would say you're going to be around 11 for this setting here. So we're going to land at 11. All right, so now that that's set, we should be good here. Now there's some important inputs. Currently, 1 and 2 are not being used. If you plug anything into these two, and I believe this one here, that will run over 1 and 2. So if you need to use those, you plug something in there and you can put these up and you're good to go. All right, input 3 is the Sennheiser mic that has the S logo. So number 3 here, so if you want to use that, we're going to turn this one on here. Push it there. And then you're good to go. So test 1, 2, 3, test 1, 2, 3. If you have to adjust this, you can do this up or down here. If you need it a little bit more louder or quieter, you can also mess with this, but in general, I have this at a pretty hot setting and trying to keep this around 0. So if you need it slightly louder, you can bump it up here if you need to. And you can also bump up the whole system here, but in general, I don't like to keep everything max. I like to have a little headroom, so that's what's going on here. So number 3 is this microphone. Turn it off. We're going to hold this down like this, and then the light goes off. Number 4, you see the 4 here is this FreeBoss, and I try to label it so number 4 input, FreeBoss, same color sticker. So this one's a little easier to figure out. Turn it on here. And testing 1, 2, 3, we're good to go here. And again, if you need to go a little louder around here, again, I think I'd try to hover around 0 there, but if you need a little louder, go higher. And that's that. The other one here is the HDMI computer. So in the past, you had to run things through here and you couldn't do things at the same time. Now we can do it at the same time. So if I plug in my computer cord here, goes around and plugs in here, this should be the only HDMI plugged in now. This will go to the video projector and it'll also pipe through the sound system. So let me go ahead and fire something up here. All right, so here I'm going to play a YouTube video. This is coming through this input right here. So I can go lower and go higher. In general though, you can also control the on here as well. So you can set the volume to a little lower through here, or on the computer down here. You can set the volume. So what I kind of suggest is, I don't know, setting around 70 here and getting the sound right. But if you have to go a little louder, you can. And then over here, if you don't have to mess with this, then you don't have to mess with it. But the nice thing is, as this is playing now, you can now turn on your mic, test 1, 2, 3, Oops, wrong one. Test 1, 2, 3. We can do both things at the same time now because it's going over both inputs. So this is playing. You have to make sure the projector's on. So again, this is the projector. Make sure that's turned on like before. And that's the main ones you'll use, is these three. Depending on which mic, you'll need these two, and then if you're doing a video, is this one. Last new feature is Bluetooth. So if you have, I can't see my phone, but if you have Bluetooth on your phone or another speaker, you can hold this down and then go to your Bluetooth settings on your phone and pair, and you can play sound through this. Bluetooth comes over this one here. See the Bluetooth symbol? This is this one here. So you can control the volume from your phone on here, and it should be good. And for now, we're not using 7/8. And again, 1 and 2 are down. Whatever you don't use, it's usually a better idea to turn it off. If you're having any interference, you can always just drop stuff down here that you know you're not using. But just to make things simpler, I have things on that you potentially could use. And so far, it's sounding pretty good. So that's the setup. My number is 330-317-1964 if you need help. Thanks.